Well, 13th of July 2024 it is, and we're here to bring you Merino to Arsenal transfer happening next week. Arsenal is gonna be putting in a high gear into this transfer come next week. And we are having Albert Sambi Lokonga to Sevilla medical happening today, and then we're also having Nuno Tavares as a here we go to Lazio pronounced by Mr. Here we go for Fabrizio Romano. We are powered by Mono Gadgets 256, dealers in all phones, Android, Apple phones, and even what we call the laptops, right? So continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Call +256 70 99 88 665 for obviously those services that I'm going to hate to mention. Call them, they'll offer you with laptops and phones in a nick of time. And this is what we do in here onto the Rokani Media Football. It's the Arsenal News Show strictly, and let's get into the details. It was broken as a story that Merino is linked to Arsenal, and Arsenal were really huge admirers of Merino. He is a Spanish international who is really playing at the Euros, and we're going to hate to get a very huge update coming in through from the side of Arsenal, and this is another fly on the wall from the side of Arsenal that has gone ahead on several occasions to drop in good stories that we always need to know about these players that are really coming in through to obviously put in a very big shift. Merino is one of those that was sounded that Arsenal have been really chasing for his signature, and the team news and antics, has come out and told us that Arsenal have inquired about Mikel Merino's availability and how much he would cost if he were to leave Sociedad this summer. However, it's unlikely there will be any movement until the Euros 2024 come to an end. So we all know that. So we all understand what everything is going to be like at the side of Arsenal. They are really interested in signing Merino. Looks like it's confirmed. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it last time, and then a fly on the wall from Arsenal has come out and obviously confirmed to us that it's really going to be happening like that. And guess what? It's really Merino to Arsenal happening next week. Why is it next week? On Sunday, that's when the Euros are really coming to an end. And when the Euros come to an end, then Merino will be wanting to obviously find his future, where he's going to be playing next, because he's left with just 1 year on his contract, and the side of Real Sociedad has failed to convince him to put pen to paper, and that means the player in Merino will be wanting to leave and obviously find his future or allocate his future elsewhere, and that is what he's really planning to do in here and out. So that is Merino for you, and it's all happening next week. I tell you, next week Arsenal is going to be really pushing hard to get in Merino, because after the Euros on Sunday, Merino will be like, before I go to holiday, I need my future secured. And he'll be using that 1 week from the 15th to the 21st of July to secure his future and really get to know where he wants to be playing next, as he's really one of those that has always gone ahead obviously to put in a very huge shift every time he's being called upon to do the due diligence into the mix. So Merino to Arsenal is expected to really gain momentum next week. For example, look at Manchester United. No sooner had Netherlands got knocked out of the Euros, they went ahead obviously get the deal of Joshua Zirkzee done and dusted. And I think it's one of the risky parts for a person to come out and really sign a player who is still at the Euros before the tournament comes to an end. What if the player gets a very bad injury, right? So I think that's the benchmark for very many teams on whether to come in through to do the needful and obviously get themselves into the ilk of really getting ready to really get in players after the Euros are really being done and dusted. So I believe it's really going to be a very huge show down there at the side of the Euros 2024, Merino to Arsenal. And I would like to let you know that Arsenal really pushing hard to get this deal done and dusted. And the beauty of this guy is he's an experienced player, 28 years of age. You get? I think this is what I've always gone ahead to say even before the transfer window opened, that all what Arsenal need are experienced players, because right now they've gone ahead to build their team on young players, and they've gone ahead to buy young players, not beyond 25 years of age in the recent past. And now it's high time they went in for experience, because that's what they need right about now as a team of Arsenal. That is it, according to me. So we wait and see how that Merino deal will obviously transpire, but we expect huge movement after the Euros come to an end on Sunday. And remember, on Sunday, it's going to be Spain taking on the side of England in Germany, and that's going to be the final, right? So we wait and see what is really going to be happening. Will Arsenal really take a huge step into that? If not, we'll know where Arsenal will be obviously going to really get in through. But we anticipate that today is Friday. The deal of Carafiori is expected to come to an end this week. And maybe here we go might be sounded anytime from now from Fabrizio Romano, because Arsenal want to use this week to get this deal done and dusted, because they are returning to training on the 15th. That is Monday next week. And that is really going to be very, very, very important to obviously note as far as everything is really concerned. So, after Merino, let's obviously head to an Albert Sambi Lokonga. We all knew to it that agreement was reached between Albert Sambi Lokonga and Sevilla first, and then Arsenal went ahead to agree a deal with Albert Sambi Lokonga. And Albert Sambi Lokonga today his medical was set as new Sevilla player on loan from Arsenal, 12 million euros by option clause confirmed. Arsenal will also have a 25% sell-on clause in case Sevilla will make the deal permanent. Next one for Sevilla, Saul from Atletico Madrid. So, Sevilla are like pushing to get these things done and dusted, and they've gone ahead obviously try to get in Albert Sambi Lokonga in, and his medical was scheduled today, and all what I've gone ahead to get to know is that he has gone ahead to pass his medical, and after passing his medical, he's gonna be unveiled as a player for Sevilla. And in that midfield, he's really going to be enjoying himself alongside the experienced Saul Niguez from the side of Atletico Madrid, who's, here we go, has gone ahead to be sounded. And for me, Albert Sambi Lokonga is really going to make a lot of progress that side. Why? He's going to be playing in a league that really favors him a lot and really brings him to the best where he deserves to be as a player. And he's really going to be doing the needful according to what everything is going to be looking at Sevilla. The manager is going to build on him, because we all know that he's a talented lad, but all what he needs is that consistency, in game time, like he did at Luton Town. You saw to it that he picked up at Luton Town, and now let him go to Sevilla and play into that midfield. He's a very good pass of the ball, very good shot on him. He can do what we call the box-to-box role. He can also play as a CDM, and ever since Arsenal signed him, they haven't got the best out of him. You get? But I think this time around, Sevilla is a very beautiful choice for the lad known as Albert Sambi Lokonga, 24 years of age. I think for the next 2 seasons, he's going to be integral into the team of Sevilla, and very many teams will obviously show interest in him. And Arsenal hold a 25% sell-on clause. And I tell you, if Sambi Lokonga is to pick up, he might really go for 50 or 60 million euros, and Arsenal might find themselves getting some 10 more million euros from the transfer of the guy known as Albert Sambi Lokonga. So that is it coming in through from the man himself, Albert Sambi Lokonga. He has gone ahead to obviously do his medical today. He has gone ahead to pass it. And now, here we go, that was sounded earlier today was all about Nuno Tavares, and it came in through from Fabrizio Romano. Nuno Tavares to Lazio, here we go. Verbal agreement on a 5-year contract just reached. Deal until 2029. Nuno Tavares will travel this weekend for medical. If all goes to plan with formal documents, Arsenal will receive 9 million euros loan with mandatory buy clause plus sell-on clause. So Arsenal is really doing some good business. They bought him for 7 million euros from Benfica, and now they're looking to obviously sell him for 9 million euros, right? And even after selling him for 9, if at all Lazio goes ahead to look out to sell this player, Arsenal will have a sell-on clause whose percentage is not known. And I tell you, if at all he settles in well and works on his discipline, he's going to be one of the best left backs in the Serie A. That is it. He's going to be one of the best performing left backs in the Serie A, because I really like the player. You get? The player is really good and talented, and he's really one of those that needs to obviously just improve on his discipline, settle in well, and after settling in L, all will be well. And when you look at Lazio, I think they'll be playing into the Europe. They might find themselves playing into the Conference League, right? Because Italy had 4 teams going in the Champions League, and some 3 will go into the UEFA Europa League and Conference League consecutively. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Merino to Arsenal happening next week. What do you make about it? And Nuno Tavares to the side of Lazio, it's a here we go. And Albert Sambi Lokonga is one of those lads that are going to hit office coming through and do the needful to complete his medical and is soon be unveiled as a player for Sevilla. This video is powered by Nuno Gadgets 256, and you can as well reach them at +256 70 99 88 66 5. So reach them and they'll really treat you well with phones and laptops. Nuno Gadgets 256, that is it. Good night, we out.